Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence. It looks as though we're going to have a great turnout, such has been the level of enthusiasm generated once the fixture was announced. There is still movement in the crowd, plenty of people yet to take their seats. The roads outside very, very busy, particularly around this time of day. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. It is a monster matchup, June Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
That gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Dembele could move up a gear here. That's a terrific surge down the right. Oh, that's neat. Hakimi. Oh, it's Dembele. There's the shot! And that has been clubbed away. Lovely feet. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Giuliano.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Barrios. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Barrios. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Griezmann. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Ramos with a shot! Has a goal! goes back, and it's Marquinhos. That's going to go a long way. And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So there was the first half.
Paris Saint-Germain ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that.
The call is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Big chance! And he's straight offside. João Neves. And here's Ramos. He can get that clear. And here's Ramos. Dembele. Molina tries to clear.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction. You get my drift.
Dembele. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Fabian Ruiz.
They just don't give up on anything.
But pour l'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain. Après 61 minutes de jeu. Le numéro 9.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Barrios. Lenormand forwards and with intent. Lino. So Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager is pondering his options as to whether...
It's Alvarez! Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. That has been cut short. Dembele laid out to the left flank. Very nicely done. Fabian Ruiz. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Pushed into the middle. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Griezmann. And here's Alvarez. Griezmann! And that could come back to haunt them.
Griezmann appears to be absolutely seething with himself after squandering the chance to equalise.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card.
Changement.
Atletico Madrid making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And here's Alvarez. De Paul. Excellent. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Gonzalo Ramos chasing after it.
5 minutes.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Hakimi. Away from immediate danger. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Moved on forwards. De Paul. Now it's Griezmann. The whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.
On demande aux bénévoles de venir se présenter au PC de sécurité.